Hey guys, this is Josh again with digital marketing video, which will hopefully help you be successful with your EasyAgentPro website. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about remarketing, and I do want to thank people who have reached out to me for the previous videos. If we have spoken live or if I've assessed your ads, there is a great chance that I've talked to you about remarketing already. It's also called retargeting. So today I want to do a video that's kind of a remarketing 101, essentially, where to start. And the first thing I want to do is kind of explain what it is. If you have bought something on the internet, you have been remarketed to, I assure you. And two websites that are very good at this are eBay and Amazon. And so I was on eBay recently, and I come back to my feed, and here is my here's an ad. So apparently I was looking at paddle boards. I was also looking at soccer cleats. But eBay is now showing me an ad for actual things that I was looking at. This is a very sophisticated version of remarketing, which is called dynamic, meaning the actual pages that I looked at come back in an ad in real time. So this is very advanced. You're not going to be able to get into this yet, although it is possible in real estate. So what I'm going to start with is essentially showing you how to remarket to two sets of people. One, people who have been to your website. So they've been to your website, maybe they looked at your article on coffee shops, or maybe they looked at homes for sale in a farm, maybe they clicked on one of your Facebook ads, one of your neighborhood guides on Facebook, maybe you're lucky enough to get organic traffic from Google, maybe you're doing paid traffic from Google. But in any event, people go to your website, and if you've set up the Facebook pixel, which is basically a snippet of code that Facebook gives you that you put on your EasyAgentPro site, then Facebook has the ability to show a message to people who have been to your website. So the first thing you need to do, though, is if you have not set up a Facebook pixel, you need to do so. So EasyAgentPro's put out a video about that. I'm not going to put out a video on that. So you go ahead and find that. And in doing that, you're going to set up an ad account with Facebook. They're going to give you a pixel. Then you're going to go back to your EasyAgentPro site and put it in the little spot that they tell you to put it in. The second audience I'm going to teach you how to remarket to, or actually set up, are people who have engaged with your brand on Facebook. So maybe people haven't been to your site, but maybe you shared a listing video, or maybe you shared information about an open house, someone liked the post, or someone watched the video, or someone tagged a friend. They have engaged with your brand on Facebook, and Facebook allows you to remarket to those people as well. So again, two different audiences that we're going to remarket to. And I'm going to show you how to set up the ad today. Website visitors to your EasyAgentPro site, and people who have engaged with your brand on Facebook. So let's get started here. When you're on Facebook, you're going to go to this kind of caret right here in the top right. You're going to click on this. You should see something that says Ads Manager. Mine looks different. My screen here has a ton of different pages I manage, so I'm not going to pull it up. But when you do click on there, Ads Manager, you should come to a screen that looks like this. It actually is probably going to be, it's probably going to be more like this one. So yes, this is, it's going to take you to here. So what you need to do, sorry this is taking a few seconds to load. What you need to do, I'm going to give you a view of the screen. Boom. Okay, so what you need to do is hit the three arrows up here in the top, or three lines, sorry, little hamburger-y thing. And you're going to need to go to audiences. Click on that. So Facebook's going to take us to a screen, so I'm going to explain audiences real quick. So recently we've been working on recruiting for our team, and when we do that, we typically will put an ad together targeting agents introducing them to kind of our team. And what we do is we set up a bunch of different real estate interests. You see Brian Buffini, Tom Ferry in here, fields of study, real estate, interest groups, yada yada. So if anybody's done an audience like this, it takes a little while to set it up. So once you set it up one time, you can save it in Facebook, and then you can go back and use that audience again without having to go back through all those interest groups. So that is what's called a saved audience. What I'm going to set up now is called a custom audience. So saved audiences are selects that anybody can access. Custom audiences are only things that you have access to, so you have to set them up, kind of customize it. So right here, I'm going to go to create audience, and I'm going to type custom audience. Saved audiences are all the saved audiences that you've done. Lookalike, I'm going to get into that. I love lookalike audiences, but today we're going to talk about the two custom audiences. So click on custom audience. Facebook's going to pull up a little wizard here. The interface has changed so much since I first started using it, but they've made it pretty intuitive, pretty simple. I'm going to click on website traffic because that's what we want to do. And what they're going to do is they're going to verify my pixel here. Yes, I have a pixel. And they're going to take you through this little wizard that allows you to set this up. So again, it will not look like this. You will not have a pixel option unless you've already set up your Facebook pixel. Again, if you haven't done that, do that first. So what I'm basically going to do here is set up all website visitors in the past 90 days. Now, some of you may not, if you're getting a lot of volume, you may want to just do 30 days. I do 90 days also because it'll be more people, and as we know, the real estate sales cycle can be, I think it averages 7 months now. So what I'm going to say, site visitors last 90 days. All right, and then I'm going to create the audience. Now, you saw me select this, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about this. I don't want to get too complicated today. So you can also set up audiences for people who've been to specific pages. So people who have viewed a specific web page, this is really cool. This will pull up another wizard that allows you to copy a URL in. So I don't want to target every single person who's been to my site. I want to retarget the people who've been to like a certain neighborhood IDX page, and you might want to retarget them with like a real estate guide or like a home value report for that neighborhood. But that's a little advanced. So today I said we're going to try to be simple. So I'm going to go all website visitors last 90 days. Name your audience here. Create the audience. Facebook will not create this audience right away. It's going to kind of go back in time and kind of look at people who have been there, and it's going to kind of build the audience. It might take a few hours, it might take a day or so. These options here that they're giving you is they're giving you an option to run an ad right away, and they're giving you an option to find people who look like people who've been to your site. Again, this is a little more advanced. Don't do this right now, but it is something I'm going to come back to. So if you want to create an ad, you can go ahead and do that now. If you don't, we're just going to hit done. And here we are, RL site visitors last 90 days. All right, and you can see right now, below 1,000, still populating, but Facebook is saying it's ready if we wanted to put an ad. So we're going to get into specific ads on the next video. But what I like to do is, I'm going to give you an example of how I've been retargeted for real estate, because I talk to a lot of people, got a lot of sites, assess a lot of sites, and I've been retargeted by going to a site with a video showing the particular team's charities that they donate to. So again, I went to their website, I came back to Facebook, and they showed me a video of how they donate a certain percentage of their commissions to the local fire department, which I thought was actually a very clever video. What I like to do, because we target a lot of buyers, is I like to set up a remarketing ad about new listing alerts. Now I have a specific way to do it. I have a specific squeeze page, which I'm going to get into. But anyway, that's just one way to kind of recapture leads that didn't necessarily fill out a form, because I hear everyone complaining about that. I got 67 clicks. No one filled out a form. Well, this is a way that you can kind of circle back and get back in front of them. So the easiest thing to do is new listing alert squeeze page. Another thing you can just do is just show just listed, like an ad for just listed homes, which is always a good idea because those change every day, every hour, and with your Easy Agent Pro site, it keeps up to date. It keeps the IDX up to date. So you can do a remarketing ad that says just listed today, and that's very timely, and that's very tempting for someone who's in the market for real estate to click on. So and like I said, with the Easy Agent Pro side, that data stays up to date. So we're not going to get into ads too much today. I just wanted to give you an example. The second custom audience you can set up, I'm going to go to custom audience, and I'm going to go to Facebook sources. So these are sources that we've set up that are custom to us. Website visitors, customer file. We can upload a file of all of your clients if you want to do some sort of remarketing video to them. Facebook sources, videos, people who've watched a specific video, lead forms, create an audience of people who opened or completed a form in one of your lead gen programs. This is a really good one. If you do instant experience ads, but the simplest one, again, of the two that we're doing today, website traffic and Facebook page. So this is basically everyone who's engaged with your page in the last X amount of time. So what I like to do, I'll have a bunch of these set up, but I'll just say 90 days. Most of my clients that I work with, and the particular team that my brother works on, we're very active on Facebook, and we put a lot of money into Facebook. And so what remarketing audiences allows us to do is just kind of circle back and be top of mind. People who've engaged with our brand in the last 90 days is going to be a lot larger of an audience than what you have. But it's a good idea to set it up, and we're going to name it. So people who've engaged with the brand are engaged with our page the last 90 days, create the audience. If you manage multiple pages, just make sure all this is correct. And again, you can do any sort of days, create the audience. So what Facebook is doing here is creating the audience, and it's here for us to use whenever we want. So you have a new listing that comes out. You have an open house that you want to promote. And people are always like, well, who do I promote this to? Do you promote it to the whole entire city? Well, if you're active on Facebook and if you're active in your website, these are two audiences that I would hit every single time. And when we have new listings, when we have open houses, when we make big announcements, I hit these two people every single time. So to create an ad for them, you can go there, click on it to create an ad. Or when you go through your ad wizard, it will also it'll allow you to kind of pull up these custom audiences and remarket to them and use them as your audience. So for example, we're going to do, so if we did like an open house, we do one ad for the website visitors the last 90 days, then we'll do another ad for people who've engaged with our page the last 90 days, and then maybe we're going to do a third ad for people within a mile of the listing who who are of a certain age or something. So all these audiences are saved. You can tell I love custom audiences. I mean, these are all of ours. I'm constantly making them. I'm constantly playing with things to try to find things that work. But I tell you, it is the most powerful, one of the most powerful resources. And once you understand these two, I'll do some videos at a later date that will hopefully help you out to get you a little bit more advanced. But set these up now, even if you're not going to use them. Facebook will go ahead and build it up in real time, and then they'll be there for you to use. Okay, thanks for watching. The next video will be a squeeze page that everyone can set up for new listing alerts that I've done that I've had a lot of success with. So thanks for watching, and hit me up on Facebook if you need anything.